Hi neighbors, welcome back to Life on Swezea Street, or for those of you who may be new here, my name is Tabitha. My husband Joe and I have 3 beautiful young girls and 1 on the way, and with all the stuff going on this holiday season, I've really been thinking a lot about how to teach my kids the true meaning of the holidays. I really want to instill in them a sense of giving back. Our culture these days tends to really focus a lot on consumerism at this time of year. The girls are obviously super excited for their presents that they're gonna get either under the tree or from Santa. But I just really want them to know that there's more to the holidays than just receiving gifts, and that a lot of the joy of the holidays comes from the ways that we can give back. And so in this video, I wanted to share with you 6 ways that you and your kids can give back together this holiday season. So join along, grab a cup of cocoa, or in my case, a very lukewarm cup of coffee, and let's get right into it. So the very first thing on my list is caroling at senior care facilities. This is such a great way to give back during the holiday season, especially if you have little ones who love to perform and love to sing. My girls love all the Christmas songs, Jingle Bells, Rudolph, all of them. And so this is a really fun way to give back. You can call up your local nursing home or senior care facility and even set it up with a group and all go and carol together. And this can be a really fun way to give back and spread some joy to people who may not have a lot of joy during this time of year. I remember doing this as a kid, and it's one of my most treasured memories from when I was in school. I remember we went to the care facility, we made them cards, we sang to them, and it's just such a special memory for this time of year. So that's definitely a great way to give back. Number 2 on the list actually has 2 benefits, and it is donating blankets to animal shelters. Now with 3 kids, we have somehow accumulated about 300 blankets in our house. Now while that's a slight exaggeration, we definitely could do some decluttering and just get rid of some of those excess blankets. We don't need as many as we have. Oftentimes homeless shelters or other types of shelters want new items. If they will take used, this is a great way to give your gently used items to those type of organizations. But for blankets that are a little bit more heavily used, or if you just don't feel comfortable donating them to a homeless shelter, animal shelters are a great place to donate these items. During the holiday season, it is often a lot colder and our 4-legged friends get really chilly and they really benefit from blankets. So definitely call up your local animal shelter. Bring your kids along for this one. It's a great way to teach them empathy and kindness. Next up on the list is buying toys for children in need, and this is one that is definitely important to include your kids in. Oftentimes, especially young ones, they're so focused on what they're going to get themselves that it's hard for them to think about others, but we recently brought Willow and Hazel to Walmart with us to shop for some Toys for Tots donations. And they actually had a really fun time picking out toys for those who maybe otherwise wouldn't get a Christmas present. The girls' gymnastics studio is a drop-off location, but Toys for Tots is all around, I think, every city in the US, so it should be pretty easy to find a place to donate toys. There are also lots of local organizations that do similar things, whether it's collecting toys for kids in foster care or other local organizations. There are always people looking for new items during the holiday season. This is a great way to teach your kids that there is joy in giving to others as well. On to number 4. Now is time to shop your pantry. Now, I remember doing this every single year with my parents as a kid. We would always go through the pantry and just find food that had kind of fallen to the back. Definitely don't want to donate anything that's expired or anything that's like no good. Like you want to make sure your cans are not dented and that they're intact and that everything looks good. But you know, sometimes we buy things and we think we're gonna love them and we just end up never eating them. I know that I have some tuna packets in my cupboard that I can definitely donate. They're the flavored tuna packets. I thought I was really gonna love them, and just way too peppery, way too much salt, just wasn't for me. But your local food bank would love to have these items to pass out to people during the holidays. And this is a really good way to teach young kids, especially, that not everybody has enough to eat. And it's really important that as a society and as a community that we take care of each other. And you never know what kind of situation you're gonna be in. And if that means that you can just donate a couple extra cans of food, it's a great way to do a little something to give back. And remember that giving back, it isn't about the size of what you do, it's about the heart that's put into it. Number 5 is gonna focus on our immediate surroundings, and that's a neighborhood cleanup. Grab some gloves and some trash bags and just go pick up trash in your neighborhood. Whether that's your local park, a beach nearby, or even just walking around your block, our kids love picking up other people's trash. I don't know what it is. They do not clean up after themselves at home at all. But when it comes to cleaning up after others, they are all about it. So just make sure you teach them safety, that they're not picking up glass or anything dangerous. But you know, picking up little pieces of trash around the neighborhood is a really nice way to teach your kids that it matters to take care of the place where you live. Now, the very last thing on our list is we plan to clean out our bookshelf. Now, with 3 girls of all varying ages, we have a lot of books and a lot of books that we just don't read anymore, whether that's because the girls didn't really enjoy them or because they've outgrown them. We just have a lot of room to share some love of reading with others. Now, for books that are in really, really good condition, reach out to your local library or your kid's school. They might love to have new books for the classroom or for the library. But for books that are a bit more well-loved, we like to take our books to our little free local libraries. These are libraries that are just set up by people in the neighborhood out of the kindness of their hearts, little libraries in front of their houses. And the idea is that you can take a book, you can leave a book. There are books there for anyone who wants one. And so this is a great way to donate some more well-loved items that maybe don't have a home in another place. There you have it. There are 6 ways to give back and involve your kids in doing so this holiday season. And please remember that it's not about the size of the gesture, but about the impact that it has on those around you. And doing anything, and especially involving your kids in it, can really help spread the love and joy and the magic of the season beyond just what we're gonna get from Santa or from loved ones this holiday season. It really teaches your kids the true meaning of the holidays, which I think is something that is so important. Now, please leave us a thumbs up if you liked any of these ideas. If you have any other ideas that I didn't mention, please feel free to leave those in the comments. I'd love to hear your ideas of what maybe you do with your families during the holidays. And of course, a very happy holiday to you and your family, and a happy Vlogmas, and we will see you in the next one. Bye!